Hi folks, I'm Mark Johnson with Artisan Restoration, and today I'm out on beautiful Lake Hanska looking at the log home that needs just a little bit of care, not too much. It's actually got log siding on it, and it's in pretty good shape. There's a couple of dark spots over on this gable end here, which indicate there's a little bit of repair that's going to be needed up there. Over on this side here, it's pretty good shape. Leading up to that's a pretty wobbly railing there. It's 15 years old, it's untreated wood, and it's about ready to fall off. I don't know what the rating is on railings. I heard it was like 200 and some pounds of outward force. I don't think this one will take that, but anyhow, that's a different issue. For this year, they want to get this south wall to stop leaking, which will maybe take some caulking. And right there, we've got a section of logs that has come loose, and I don't see hardly any fasteners in here. I mean, there's one here, there's one here. I don't know how they got those boys to stay on there in the first place, but evidently they should have put an extra screw in that one. The other thing that concerns me is all these upward facing cuts here of end grain really need to get sealed, because as you know, end grain sucks up water, because that's the way God made trees. So we got to do something to seal those. And these 15-year-old windows have been caulked and recaulked, and I think it's time we pull the old stuff out and start over, if you ask me. And then there's this patio door, which is seen a lot of viewers because it's the main entrance to the deck, and screenshot, and they'd like to get that replaced. So I'll see if I can help them with that. But for this year, I think the log's in good shape. The log siding, I should say. I don't know what's on it, but I'll ask. Here's a little spot that's going to need some boron preservative in there, some sealant, and a little stain over it, because it's a deep upward facing check that really needs to be addressed, because it's draining water down back to the framing of the house, which can really be bad news if you let that go long enough. There's some other spots where the caulking has failed around the corners, and I think that's mainly due because when a regular log house settles, the logs get compressed. As these get cured, they shrink and they settle and they compress on one another. So the problem with the log siding is that doesn't happen. These logs are fastened to a framed wall, and when the log shrinks, the caulking gets stressed and pulled and has to be redone. So it looks like this has probably all been redone once. So they've been keeping up with the maintenance, but that's good. That means there's less work for me to do. Anyhow, I'll walk around the rest of the house quickly. What they'd like is a yearly maintenance agreement for us to come over here and do caulking and address problems before they get too big. They live out of state, and when they come up here, they evidently don't want to work the whole time. I should have pointed out the posts down below that hold up the deck are sitting on concrete and really should have a spacer under them. So I think we're going to put some boron rods in those posts, and then these porch posts here as well. And I don't know if I've said it before, but boron's a really good natural preservative, and we can put it in there in a concentrated form, and as it gets wet, it dissolves and goes into the wood. So areas like these that are starting to show signs of decay, we can kind of vaccinate them with boron and seal them up so we get a little more life out of them. So anyway, that's what we have for our inspection scope of work today. Thanks for watching, folks, and we'll show you actually doing some work on one of these next week. Bye.